This video is designed to give you an overview of the class assignments for Management 585, Organizational Behavior. There are three main sections as far as the assignments are concerned. There are chapter quizzes, topic assignments, and case assignments. In all, there are 4 chapter quizzes, 5 topic assignments, and 2 case assignments, which basically make up our midterm and final. The quizzes are designed to provide a test of the key definitions related to organizational behavior. This is basically just a test of the simple book knowledge. They're fairly easy, I've been told by other students, and many students like to complete them all at the same time just to get them done so that they can focus on the other assignments within the class. If you have any questions about these, feel free to email me at any time. The topic assignments are designed to apply journal articles or academic research to real-world business applications. What we're trying to do with these assignments is focus on or highlight specific topics within organizational behavior. The main point of these assignments is to read a journal article and then figure out how to apply the knowledge learned in those journal articles to your everyday position, job, career, or organization. As you saw in the first video that gives you an overview of the class, the key behaviors that we are interested in understanding and influencing in organizational behavior are productivity or performance, absenteeism, turnover, deviant workplace behaviors, citizenship behaviors, and job satisfaction. The topics that we'll explore through our topic assignments this semester include individual behavior or personality, motivation, decision-making, leadership, and workplace stress. All of these have some type of influence on the key behaviors that we're interested in studying in OB. The next few slides will go into a little bit more detail on these particular topics, and then you should refer to the topic instructions listed in doc sharing. So what do we mean by personality? Well, personality encompasses the relatively stable feelings, thoughts, and behavioral patterns of a person. So personality is really what makes you who you are. It's those stable feelings that you have in particular situations, how you react and how you respond in particular situations. We normally study personality in terms of the big 5 or the big 6 personality traits. These are also known as the hexaco personality dimensions, and they include hexaco stands for honesty, humility, emotional stability, extroversion, agreeableness, conscientiousness, and openness to experience. The assignment that you will do on this will have you measure yourself on these particular dimensions, and then you will figure out if you're in the normal range or if you're high or low in these particular dimensions. You'll read a journal article that applies personality to the workplace, and then you'll talk about how that could be related to your job. So with these being the dimensions, it's good to know that personality also has an impact on how we respond within the workplace. Most workplaces allow you to be you and allow your personality to come out in your work in some way or another, and because of that, there have been a lot of studies on how personality impacts workplace performance. For example, conscientiousness has been known to be related to proficiency in job and training, or openness to new experience is good for predicting training performance. So in other words, if you're open to trying new things, then you'll probably be better when it's time for it to be trained on a new system. The second topic assignment is dealing with motivation. Many times we talk about the performance equation being a function of motivation, ability, and environment. All three of these are equally important in terms of figuring out how someone will perform. If they don't have the ability to perform, they may be motivated and have a proper environment, but their performance will still be lacking. What we're going to focus on is this idea of motivation. So someone may have the ability and be put in the proper environment to be successful, but are they properly motivated to get the job done? Many managers and leaders still believe that money is the primary motivator for most employees. However, what we'll find in the research, especially in the journal article that you will read, there are other ways to motivate people intrinsically, and that tends to be a more thorough or better way of motivating someone instead of just throwing money at the solution. And actually, people tend to be more intrinsically motivated than extrinsically motivated. Decision making is our third assignment, and decision making refers to making choices among alternative courses of action. This could also include inaction. And the reason we throw decision making in as its own separate topic is that it's such an important thing that we hear from our employers. People that come to hire our students say we need to make sure that they are good decision makers, that they understand the importance of making quality decisions in the workplace. So while all of the topic assignments and the cases in particular will deal with decision making, this one is specifically designed for that. As a small example of important decisions, many of us remember the days of going to Blockbuster Videos and picking up a video on Friday nights to watch over the weekend. And due to a lot of bad decisions or the decisions that Blockbuster made, we now tend to go to Netflix for a lot of that, and we don't see nearly as many Blockbuster videos, if any, still existing today. The next topic assignment will be on leadership. We'll define leadership as a process whereby an individual influences a group of individuals to achieve a common goal. And so we can all talk about how leadership is important and why, but this topic assignment will specifically allow you to choose a particular leadership style and then apply it to a particular situation. The final topic assignment is on workplace stress. Workplace stress is something that everybody probably deals with in one form or fashion, because there are so many things that can cause us stress, including things within the job, which could be the job itself or relationships that you have on the job, the physical or the environment that you work in, how much control you have over your tasks. But then there's also non-work stressors, family, and other things that are going on in your life that could impact your work performance. We mentioned individual differences or personalities earlier, but the way you react to stress and your response to these stressors can also impact your stress. So stress could be the job, it could be things outside the job, and it could also be part of your personality. And all of those things can impact how much stress you feel, and then it also impacts what the consequences of stress are. Sometimes we have psychological and behavioral outcomes of stress, and then it could be physiological as well. It could be things as high blood pressure, sweaty palms, fast heartbeat. How do we react to this particular stress? So we'll take a look at stress also in one of our topic assignments. For the midterm and final, what we do here is do case studies. And these cases this year will focus on ethics and diversity. These two are very important topics, and so we thought we would highlight these this semester. The whole point of the case studies is to take the knowledge learned in the book, combine it with what you've learned in the topic assignments, and also apply research that you will do on your own for these topics and for these cases. So each case will have a scenario that it's given to you. You'll read the scenario. You'll see that it's either based on ethics or diversity of some sort. And what you will do is first define the issue. Then you will collect meaningful research. You'll go out into the web and other sources, read journal articles, read pertinent information on these particular issues. You'll develop alternatives to mitigating the issue. Then you will recommend a solution. What should the person do, or what should happen in this particular case? Finally, we need to make sure that you understand the consequences of that solution. So once you determine what the issue is and you collect research, can you come up with some alternatives for solving the issue? Can you recommend one direction to go? And then whatever that direction is, can you understand what happens based on that solution? There are no real right or wrong answers to case studies. The whole point is to get in, to learn the information, and to make a decision and understand the ramifications of that particular decision. So throughout this, I've mentioned journal articles. So you will have journal articles to read as we go through on these particular topics. And what you'll quickly learn is that the journal articles don't focus on just one particular topic. For example, if even though you're learning about personality, it's going to bring in other topics. That's good, because we don't want you to think about personality in a bubble. Instead, you need to understand what impacts the particular topic and what that topic impacts. In the case of personality, how does your personality influence what you do on the job? So with that in mind, as you're reading the journal articles, the first thing to keep in mind is there will be a section on methods and results, and you can ignore those particular sections. What you really should focus on is the front end of the journal article, which will give you definitions and key concepts related to that journal article, what the key concepts are, what they're trying to make sure the reader understands. And then they'll explain the methods and the results and how they tested this. You can skip that part, but go to the discussion section, which is near the end, and they will tell you in mainly MBA types of terms what it is they found and how you can apply that to the workplace. Also, don't list hypotheses. The authors of these journal articles will have all these hypotheses that they list within their paper. Those are not important. You won't go back to your job and say, hypothesis 1 says this. But what will be important to you on the job is the relationship between personality and workplace stress, or leadership and motivation. Those things that they talk about are important, and that's what you need to make sure that you are showing me within your paper that you have understood. I don't give you a minimum or maximum page length. I do give you some guidelines, but what I tell you to do is be thorough and convince me that you have read and understood the material being presented. I give you an example also within doc sharing of what a good, solid A level journal article review looks like, and the detailed instructions for all of the cases and the topic assignments are in eCollege. Just let me know if you have any questions. I'm always available if you need me by email.